Yeah, Carolyn, D'Angelo Davis, who was the original suspect in this, lived here and along in this area along Lincoln Street where this murder happened 3 weeks ago. He lived with friends, a shelter, his mom, a couple of blocks down. Tonight, he is laying low, and he's not out of this case. He is still a witness.
Do you think they would have let you out if they didn't get that surveillance video?
Some media outlets reported yesterday with information from police sources that D'Angelo Davis was cleared because they found video of him inside a liquor store at the time of the shooting.
That is false. We know from the investigation that yes, he was at that liquor store, and it was 15 minutes following the shooting incident. 15 minutes.
The chief acknowledges no official information was given about the case yesterday about Davis or any new suspect under the direction of the prosecutor, who had then just dropped the charges against Davis. And wrong information was broadcast by some to fill the void.
Is reprehensible. Now, I get that you have sources of information, but as far as I'm concerned, those were not credible.
Police sources say DNA found on the scene on clothing did clear Davis, but he also had contact with this bike in surveillance video now released by police. The man in it, they say, is the killer. He's casually riding the bike before the shooting death of Wayne State Police Sergeant Collin Rose. Then the killer is seen running away after. Davis has a definite limp that also helps clear him. There's also a video released earlier of another witness walking in the street they'd like to find. Even though he was jailed for 3 weeks, charged with murder and facing life in prison, Davis was originally arrested on outstanding warrants.
Anything you want to say to police?
And the police chief making no apology, just following evidence.
The only thing I will say is I stand firm that we made a legal arrest. We had probable cause to arrest. The prosecutor agreed. The prosecutor decided to charge.
So sadly tonight, the killer from here on Lincoln Street still on the loose 3 weeks later. If you know who's in that video, if you know anything, call police. The reward, $15,000. Live in Midtown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Jim, I know you have a lot of inside sources. I mean, when you look at Davis, he has a distinctive look with that beard. He has that limp. I know the chief is saying that they had probable cause to arrest him. Any word on why they thought he was the killer?
That was the information they had during the time from here on the streets. There was a lot of information that added up. They don't want us to go into a lot of detail because this is still an open case, and frankly, some of that information could lead them to the new suspect. So they don't want it out on the street here that would hurt their ongoing investigation. But obviously, you know, this is a high-profile case. They're not going to make an arrest and charge if they're not confident, but I can tell you it was the subsequent, what attorneys like to call exculpatory information, that cleared him.
Certainly understand that. Thank you so much, as always, Jim, for that live report.